Hey guys, Vernon Croy here from DocSports.com for Sunday, October 5th, 2025. Going to get to the Croy's NFL report here in just a moment. First of all, give the video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button below as we do several free pick videos for you every single day right here on the Doc Sports YouTube channel. Now, Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I've been doing this professionally for the last 26 years. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button right now. Now, we are coming off a losing Thursday. I did drop my 7-unit NFL play with the Rams. I love the play. They did not show up. That was a brutal game to watch. They did everything they could possibly to lose that game. San Francisco showed up. They had a terrific game plan. They ran the clock. They did everything right. The Rams did everything wrong. I do apologize for that. We're still 14-7 this NFL season overall, good for over $3,900 in profits. I do have a 6-unit NFL play going Sunday, along with 2 4-unit NFL plays. I also have a 6-unit Monday Night Football play. I'm 3-0 on Monday Night Football this season. Make sure that you get the picks right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Now, before we get to your NFL report, excuse me, I want to give you a promo code. It's GREEN, all capitals GREEN. It will save you 10% off any daily, weekly, monthly, or seasonal package of mine right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Once again, that promo code is GREEN, GREEN. All capitals. It will get you 10% off any package of mine. That's also good for the top football plays of the week. Make sure that you take advantage of that special offer right now. Now, let's get to the Croy's NFL report for Sunday, October 5th, 2025. First of all, we are on a red hot 28-16, $4,980 all sports run with my top plays, rated 5 units or higher across all sports. We're on a 10-4 WNBA run, good for over $2,600 in profits. At the time of shooting this video, I'm shooting this video on Friday, I do have a 7-unit WNBA play going here Friday night. Get the pick right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Now let's get to the Croy's NFL report for Sunday, October 5th, 2025. And your first matchups between the Minnesota Vikings and Cleveland Browns. Obviously, this game's across the pond. Minnesota is coming off a loss over there. They've been over there already, so I think they actually have the advantage because they're used to the time change. This is a nice bounce back spot for Minnesota as well. Wentz threw for over 350 yards. He did really good, actually, but it was the turnovers that cost Minnesota that game against Pittsburgh, which I was fine with because I had Pittsburgh. We're taking the Minnesota Vikings game spread -3.5 over the Cleveland Browns. They are the superior team on both sides of the ball. I do look for them to step up defensively in this game. Your next matchup is between the Miami Dolphins and Carolina Panthers. This is a very interesting matchup. Miami finally got the monkey off their back with a victory. Last week we actually had Miami on Monday Night Football. They pulled through for us. Carolina has really struggled this season. They just got blown out by New England, 42-13. Miami's the superior team. Miami, heading into the Monday Night Football game, they've converted 54.2% of their third downs overall this season, which ranked first in the NFL. Yeah, they were 0-3 coming into that game. I look for Miami to get a dominant victory here. We're taking the Miami Dolphins game spread -1 over the Carolina Panthers. Your next matchup is between the Dallas Cowboys and New York Jets. Dallas is obviously coming off the big upset victory last week against the Packers. Well, actually, it's a tie game. Can't call it a victory. Can't call it anything. It's basically a wash. It's a tie game, 40-40 against the Packers. I actually had the Packers in that game. Kind of pissed me off. The Packers were the better overall team. They didn't show up. The Cowboys, I don't think, are for real. Their defense is horrific. I think the Jets can pull off the upset here, especially at home. The Jets are coming off that loss. I look for the Jets to bounce back. I think the Jets are going to win this game. Give me the New York Jets against the spread +2.5 over the Dallas Cowboys. Your next matchups between the Las Vegas Raiders and Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis, this line opened up -6. Now we're seeing -6.5. We're seeing 7 at a few books here. Everyone's on Indianapolis for some reason in this game. I disagree with that. I think this is a spot that Las Vegas can pull off the upset on the road. Las Vegas hasn't played to their full potential yet this season. I do expect them to be much better offensively. Give me the Las Vegas Raiders against spread +7 in this game over the Indianapolis Colts. Your next matchup, can't touch that game, I have premium play, is between the New York Giants and New Orleans Saints. This game's obviously in New Orleans. We're seeing 64% of the money coming in on the New York Giants. Saints, this basically opened as a pick'em. Now the Saints are favored -1.5 to -2.5 at some books. I disagree with that. The Giants are the superior team here. I think they go into New Orleans and pull off the victory. I'm not impressed by the Saints team one bit. I think they can put up a big number actually against the Saints. The Bills just put up 31 against them. I expect New York to go there and pull off the victory, so we're taking the New York Giants against spread +2 over the New Orleans Saints. Your next matchup, can't touch that game, I have premium play, premium that one, is between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Seattle Seahawks. I have not been sold on the Seattle team yet this season. They've proved me wrong every time I've went against them. I do like Tampa Bay in this spot. This is a big bounce back spot for them. I think they are the superior team. Yes, they are an older team. They are the better overall team though. We're seeing 82% of the money coming in on Seattle. I disagree with that. We're taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against spread +3.5 over the Seattle Seahawks. Your next matchup is between the Detroit Lions and Cincinnati Bengals. Detroit hits the road at Cincinnati. We're seeing 87% of the money coming in on Detroit. Detroit's heavily favored in this matchup on the road, which they should be. Line open at -7.5. Now we're seeing -10, -10.5 across pretty much all books. You can still get -10 at a couple. I honestly think that this is a very tough spot for Detroit. They're coming off a dominant victory at home against the bad Browns team. Cincinnati, are they better than what their record indicates? Obviously, they're plagued with injuries, right? They just got lit up at Denver. They put up 3 points in that game. They allowed 28. This is one of those matches. I honestly think this is going to be a much closer game than many anticipate. So we're taking the Cincinnati Bengals against spread +10.5 at home against Detroit. I think this is a very difficult spot for Detroit. We're taking the Bengals against spread +10.5 over the Detroit Lions. Your next matchups between the Washington Commanders and Los Angeles Chargers. Washington travels to Los Angeles for this game. We're currently seeing 79% of the money coming in on Los Angeles. The line opened up -2.5. We're seeing -3 now. The thing is, so when people look at last week, right, and they see, okay, Washington lost, right, against the Falcons by 7 points. Is Washington that bad of a team? I don't think they are. I actually think they're much better, and I actually had Washington last week and they let me down. Will they let me down again this week if I take them against the Chargers? Chargers are in a difficult spot. They just traveled to the East Coast for their game last week. I actually had the Giants in that game and they pulled off the upset. I do like the Commanders to bounce back in this spot. We're taking the Washington Commanders. I do expect them to put up a big number against this Chargers defense. We're taking the Washington Commanders against spread +3 over the Los Angeles Chargers. Your next matchup is a Sunday night football game between the New England Patriots and Buffalo Bills. Obviously, New England travels to Buffalo. I'm thinking about going to that game. We're seeing 80% of the money coming in on Buffalo. Rightfully so. They are the superior team. Can New England keep this game close? That's the question. Buffalo is coming off a dominant victory. New England's coming off a dominant victory against a bad Carolina team, so you can basically throw those stats out the window. We're seeing 80% of the money coming in on Buffalo. the line is dropping. We're seeing 8.5, we're seeing 7.5, it might be 7 by game time. I think New England can keep this game within a touchdown. It might be a 7-point game actually. So we're grabbing the points. We're taking the New England Patriots against spread plus 8.5 against the Buffalo Bills. Monday Night Football, I have you covered with my 6-unit Monday Night Football play. Make sure that you get it right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Use promo code GREEN and you get 10% off any daily, weekly, monthly, or seasonal package of mine right here exclusively at DocSports.com. Thanks for your time as always. In winning, Vernon Croy.